Well, everyone, this is our fourth and final video for the mobile JavaScript Lightbox tutorial. So hope that you are ready for this one. There's going to be a lot of typing in it. So just bear in mind it's not that difficult. And there's some code that I'm going to post for you so that you don't have to physically type it. I've already done it once. It's not as difficult as it sounds, but to keep the video short, I'm going to copy and paste it from something that I've already done. So I'm on page 289 and I've opened the gallery's HTML file. So nothing exciting on this one right over here. So we're going to go into, make sure the source code is open, and then we're going to go into code view. So we have code over here. We're going to be working a lot in code view in this one, so hopefully you'll get familiar with it. So right after the title tag, we're going to press the enter key to hit a new line. Say that's number 3 in there. Then we're going to click the script button on the HTML. So let's go to insert and HTML. And let's find the script. It is here. So there it is. Okay. And now we need to navigate to it. So we want to navigate to Lightbox. And we want to go to JS. Come on, we can do this. Then there we go. And let's click on OK. And that adds that to it automatically for you. So we're good over here. So now we are done with number 4. We're done with number 5. And now we are going to be in number 6. We're going to add a source button. And we're going to attach an existing file. So we need to be in CSS in here. So let's go into Live View. And let's attach a new existing one here. Click on Browse. And we need to find, that's number 6. We need to go to navigate to the Lightbox CSS file in here. So we're going to go to Lightbox. We're going to go to CSS and Lightbox CSS. Now, I'm, again, not a big fan of keeping things in different directories. I think that really all the CSS files should be in a CSS folder, and you can make one for Lightbox in there as well instead of having to navigate to try to find out where it is. All right, so we've taken care of that in there. Basically, nothing exciting is happening in here. So we've done number 7. So again, we're going to save everything. Remember, save early and often. But now you can see we have this file is open and this file is open. Now, don't even try to understand this for you. It's written by people that program for a living, and it makes sense to them. Don't worry about it if it does not make sense to you. So now we need to go into iPhone 7 mode, which is somewhere here. There it is. And we need to go into code pane. We're going to delete the text from the editable template. So this is the editable template right here. Now you see it, now you don't. Okay, so now they want us to put in right after the marker right there, we want to put in 4 blank lines. So it says with the insertion point immediately after the closing tag of the opening editable region. So let's hit enter. 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that takes care of that. Now we're going to go in and we're going to create a figure. So we're going to type in figure. And as soon as we hit the closing bracket, it will figure it for us, give it to us. Then we want to do a fig caption. Let's try to do this right. Okay, that takes care of that. So we have what's looking in number 4. We're going to place the insertion point immediately after the figure tag, and we're going to put in an image. So let's click here, and let's put in image. And again, you could insert the image yourself, but let's do it this way. So we have source. Now notice it does let you browse, or you can start selecting. So we have the images here, and then we want to find portraits and portrait 1. Here's portraits and portrait 1. It tells you what it looks like, or shows you what it looks like. Do not forget the closing tag. We're going to type in Alt equals boom, and there's the closing tag over here. So for the fig caption, we're going to type in portraits. Assuming I spell that right. Let's click on save, go into live view, and see what we have. See if we did this right. Okay, I see nothing. Not good. Okay, so that's okay, because apparently we have, let's see if we need to format. We need to format that. That's okay. So we're going to go into, let's see, that was a 4, 5, 6. So we're going to open up the styles, and we're going to format it there. So believe it or not, I had just done this 15 minutes ago, and I already forgot about it. So let's create a figure. Now remember, when you're doing a CSS tag, you don't put in the brackets. So let's put in figure, and we're going to do margin. Don't forget the colon, px, and then don't forget the semicolon. Padding is 0px, and width is 150px. That should make it a little bit better. And display, it's going to be inline block. And that takes care of that. Then let's do fig caption. And we're going to do font weight. And we'll make that bold. And then text align will be center. All right, let's save this, save everything. And let's go to live view. Actually, don't want to save that. That's the code I have to copy. Problem is. Okay, so we're going to go into now live view to see exactly what we have. So let's go into live. Now I did pause the video to make one minor correction in here. So now we have the image the way it needs to be. So that works out good. So that was number 6, and number 7 is good. So at the end of the style sheet, we've done number 8, we've done number 9, and we're done everything in 10 and 11 and 12. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a second copy. So let's go back into code view. And I'm just going to copy and paste this. And I'm going to change it. Let's delete this here. Okay, so let's refresh this, and we're going to change this to dogs. and we want to do dog 1. So that takes care of that. And we're in pretty good shape there. So we're going to do, we've done 8, 9, and we are now doing the same thing for number 13. And we just need to change the portraits here to dogs. Sometimes it takes longer to copy and paste and change, and sometimes it's there. So let's click on this and let's see what we have in here. So now we have a little dog. It looks so cute. And then we have a woman who apparently is hiding behind a leaf, making no comments on that over here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a div tag. So let's go back into code view, and we're going to select the 2 figures. You need to be in code, and we're going to select the figures from here to here. And then we're going to insert a div. So I'm going to do it from up here, insert div. And we want to wrap around the selection. So it's going to put a div on top of this figure and after this figure. Let's click on OK. And you can see that it did it. Now I would normally name the tag with an ID, but we're not going to do it in here. So at the end of the CSS file, we're going to create a new class here. So let's go down to the very end, and let's create .align center, and width we want it to be 100%. And text align will be center. And that should take care of that. Let's save this file here. And let's save the galleries file. Okay, so right now we don't have anything really exciting. We have done number 17. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the image tag here. And this is very important that you do it and make sure that the A tag, the closing A tag, is where it needs to be. So we're going to, after the opening figure tag, we're going to click on it and hit the enter key so we get a blank line. Then we're going to type in href, and then we're going to go to, we're going to browse, we're going to go to images, and we're going to go to portraits. We're going to go to portraits 1 JPG. Then we're going to type in data lightbox equals portraits. And the closing tag. Now, we have a little dilemma here because right now the closing A tag is not where it's supposed to be. There's no link. So we need to put this right after the image tag. Okay, I'm going to save this and let's see what happens. Let's go to live and let's click on it. And you notice that it brings up a big picture of it in here. Now, if this is annoying to you, you can go to View and Live View Options and click on the Hide View Displays. So we'll do that. So let's click on this. That way you don't have that little blue box around every time you're trying to click everything. So that takes care of that. Now we have to do this 3 more times, and then we need to do the same thing with the dogs in here. So let me go to my first one here and copy this. We have, this is what's already here. So I'm going to copy these 3. And I'm going to go into galleries right after the figure. Okay, and let's save this. And let's see what happens when we go into live view and click. Okay, so there's 6 images. I'm not really sure where the 6 come from because I'm only seeing 4, but it's probably finding all of the other images that are in that folder. Let's click on here and you can see we're done, and it gives us the last 2 images twice. So that is something I will work on to find out why, but at this point in time I'm not really concerned. So we're going to do the same thing now with the dogs. And here is figure and the dogs. And click on this here. And we'll go into galleries. Let me click on copy. Let me go into galleries. And this should be the dogs here.
I'm leaving.
And once that's done, you should be able to see all the dogs. Okay. If you heard my wife go, I'm leaving, she's on her way to Publix and then the vets to pick up our cats. So that is really pretty much that in here. We've done everything that needs to get done in here except for export to site. So let's go into site, manage sites. And that's actually the first thing that you should really do is export it after you do your site definition. So let's go into our videos, then photography, we need to find the V. And here we're good over here. And we'll save that. We're done. And that's it for this tutorial. Okay, remember, as always, if there's any questions that you have, please let me know. Have a great day.